Hey folks, I'm Jake Hendrickson with JT Outdoors. We are out here on Mille Lake out of Hunter Point Resort doing a little walleye fishing this weekend. Little windy out there today, so we're gonna try a few different techniques. Probably do some shiver minnows, some jigs and plastics. What we found yesterday was that the bobber bite was really putting fish in the boat for us. So we're gonna bop around to a few different spots today, probably get out in the mud, but the shallower rocks is where we found the most consistent bite. And it is myself and a number of other JT crew out here on the big pond.
On the snare, we are on Mille, fishing off of the mud flats. Good fish? Yeah, good one. Looks like she's got a pretty good fish hooked up here. We are running off of the brake lines, targeting 30 to 35 feet. Oh yeah, that's a great fish. All right, pull it in here. Woo! Nice one.
Very nice one.
Good job, dude. Perfect snare fish. Nice black.
I got this one all wrapped up over the tip.
Trappy's on the board! Here's your catch, son.
There's the real one, Matt. Is it good?
Rod's nice.
Yeah?
Ooh. Oh yeah. Big sister. That way, buddy. I think we should not.
We don't learn our lesson apparently.
A bull kicker kind of guy.
The lodge is out there quite a little. I don't know what. You thinking right on that shallow spot?
Yep, like right here.
Right in that corner.
That's the perfect wind for the course.
I'm gonna kick it up here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna put her in high speed. Get us up there. Doing a little bit of fishing out here. We're doing some slip bobbering, and we're out here fishing some of these shallow rock piles. The sun's starting to go down, and we're trying to catch some of these fish sliding up to feed on these shallow water rock piles here. And we're catching a few fish here. I got mine rigged up on a panhandler, the 7-footer, And we got a couple other ones here.
I think the key thing about it is making sure you spot lock above the reef, and then we're casting on top of it.
Yep.
We're in 19 feet here, probably casting what, 17, 18 feet. I like running these horizontal jigs for my bobber fishing. Just thread the leech on there just like so. I'm about probably 2-3 feet off bottom with the waves. You got to factor that in. And I am running the 7.3 GTX Lite. I think for me, when the bobber goes down, the 7.3 gives me an advantage, so I can reel down to it till the line's nice and tight, and then I get a long sweeping hook set with the length of this rod. And it's got a real soft tip that helps, you know, not rip that jig right out of the fish's mouth. That's a perfect cast to the reef now.
Yep. Then there's a fish right there.
Fish right
Boom.
there.
I'm gonna drop on it.
I'm gonna stop us right here. I'm gonna spin the boat here, guys. Hang on tight. Whoa. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Power corking?
And
Power corking.
we're good. We're marked.
I think my leech might be 4 or 5 feet off the bottom maybe.
Well, we were in like 21 before.
Yeah, it's not that far off. You told me yesterday it's clear water.
It is clear water. They'll chase it up. What are you guys throwing?
Jig wrap.
plastic.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, I am down. It just went
Oh, you are down. Oh, baby.
Hooked up.
Oh, that is so funny. I literally cast it on that mark when we pulled up on it. I'd like to thank Brent for this one. He gave me the assist.
I think it might get blocked.
Oh, this might be a small.
Oh, minus
No.
points.
No, it's
Oh, there we go.
So that's freaking cool. See, that's why you trust your electronics.
Mark it, catch it.
Don't get no better than that. That was perfect.
Hey, what rod is that?
This is the 7.3 medium light JTX. I love it for corking. It's the greatest rod.
All right, rinse
Boom.
and repeat. Let's do it again.
That was cool,
Bet
huh?
you can't catch another one in 30 seconds. Fish on!
That's a good fish.
You like a better one?
I don't know yet. It's swimming that way. Decent. I'll give you the assist on this one too. There. This one's swimming.
Cork.
I'm gonna have to throw a
action.
bobber on.
Do you know how to do that?
It's decent. I told you, dude. There's no better tactic on
That
the
is smallie.
No, that's a wall too.
Decent one though.
That one would taste good, eh?
Man, would it ever? I didn't say that.
Look at you. 5 minutes ago you were.
Yeah. 5 minutes ago I was sleeping, had a fever.
Dad would be the
A couple fish
appropriate
later, I
thing
feel
for him.
great.
Maybe it's that pink hook. Maybe
That's what fishing will do to you.
Do it again.
Folks at home,
Get out of here.
this is something you won't see very often.
If you've never seen this, you might want to screenshot this when you play, guys.
Captain Jigs-a-Lot is finally putting down a cord.
I have to catch a walleye with a bobber. I guess I will.
Hey, my bobber's on, guys.
No.
It's right there. Oh, now it's down. Now it's down. It's down.
Oh. This is great.
Fish on!
All the more reason you need to tie that on quicker.
Yeah. Here, get in there.
You even know how to tie one of those things on?
He gets mad, so he passes the net off to somebody else. I'll net it.
It's a bass.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Don't say that.
It's a bass.
That's okay.
I don't know. Thanks,
It's minus points.
We like bass.
Maybe it is.
Not the best.
Sure seems like it now.
I don't know what it is, man. You just put the corks in front of the fish out here.
Yeah, this is definitely a smallie.
Yeah.
Might be a big one. Rod's just,
Smallie's on the panhandler.
Dude, that rod is so much fun.
I know, that's sweet. Oh, ain't done yet.
dang it.
That is. Is it a decent one? Did you actually see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, giant!
That is a big smallie.
That's a big fish, man.
That's a nice fish.
We gotta get a picture now. Oh man.
Okay, I gotta tie on my bobber now.
That thing is a toad.
Oh,
Yes.
Woo! Don't tell anybody I was laughing when I was reeling one of these in.
Pretty sure it's on video.
That thing is a hog, dude.
Yeah, this is. What do you guys got a
Right there.
guess on a measurement?
I'm gonna say
Oh, let me
18,
see.
Look at the belly on that thing.
I'll go
18 and 3/4.
Oh, that's over 20.
19 and a quarter.
That's over 20.
No.
19 and a quarter.
Told you. 20 and a half.
Wow, that's a big one. Sweet.
That is a tank. Good release.
You're like -6 now. Just
You know, that counts as a lot of minuses.
that thing is gone. Let me show you how it's done.
Fish on!
Oh yeah. It's not one of them brown bats either.
Jake, you wanna watch my bobber back there? Too, buddy?
I'm watching.
I'm not giving you this. An assist on it.
I'll get a assist on all of them.
Stay out of that. The right species.
Got a whitetail. That thing just swam out of the net. I didn't care that much. It wasn't a big one.
Right? It wasn't yours.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start knocking them off here pretty quick. You got a scissors handy, Jake? Just snip that line.
The cork strikes to get in. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels just wonderful.
It's right next to the boat.
Yeah.
You don't even have to cast.
Jake tried to steal my fish. Now my slip knot's sliding.
It is a smallie.
Shut up, it is not.
What's wrong with that? It puts you more in
It's
the
a
ring.
walleye.
Oh, it is a walleye.
Is it?
Yeah. Very nice.
Woohoo!
Good walleye.
I'll take it.
Nice one, right next to the boat. That doesn't happen very often on Mille and 17 feet of water. Got it?
Beautiful walleye there. Oh, hooked up.
You want this one?
Sure. I didn't want to get my line back in the water anyway.
Jake, is that a bobber?
It is on a bobber. Hey, my first bobber fish of the weekend. Thank you very
I
much.
think of the year.
You only had it on
Of your
for.
life?
Of the year for sure.
Oh, unhooked.
Popped out.
Obviously didn't make a good hook set on that one, Jake.
Yeah, you got. We need to.
We need to teach
That's
you.
how it's supposed to come out, in the net, right? There we go, on the board.
Oops. Sorry, bud.
And my bobber stop was screwed up.
I know. My
You didn't even say anything. That was real sneaky. I just looked
Well, yeah,
over
because I couldn't tell where my bobber was, so I wanted to reel up and make sure I knew where it was.
That was
That was super sneaky. I just heard
Hey, you
drag.
got my see as far.
When you're on modern sand, it's easier to see them. But I don't know. It's a strange lake.
As opposed to what? What is it? Shallow rocks?
Yeah. Rocks and weeds.
You okay?
I saw a bite.
That was my fish.
I told you.
That small or you didn't know?
It's tiny. It's tiny. But it's a fish.
You just bolt flipped a walleye on a bobber stick. I've
I
never
don't know
seen
if my
that.
bobber's down or not, so we're gonna
My
skim
my
that
bobber
hook set
stop
here,
got
guys.
screwed up again, of course, but that's okay. Little guy again.
All the little ones are up top
I
apparently.
think I'm down too. I don't see my bobber.
Yeah, you are down. You are down. You're way down. You get him?
Yeah.
Need a net for that one
Hey,
or
this
no?
one feels a
That
little
one's
better.
decent. Yours could maybe. Yeah, decent one.
Thanks, Captain.
Sure thing, fellas.
We're not gonna put them up next to each other though, because
Yeah, we need
That's
to.
just
No,
embarrassing.
Hold yours closer to the camera.
No.
Another Mille double.
Hold on. There we go.
That ain't better though. I think they
It's
see
a profile, the shadow.
Yeah, I think they see the silhouette and shadow of it better.
Like,
It's the same thing up on up on the river on the rainy, we've found that during bright days is when the brighter colors actually work better. It's like the dark days is when you go to dark colors.
Yeah.
Something with like the shadow and the silhouette of it.
There was a whole summer and fall and spring that I never had anything but black on the river. Hey, let's do like a nightcap thing here.
That's a good sign off there, guys.
As we were all reeling in to leave for the night, Jake has to catch another one.
I'll take it.
Sweet.
Hard to go when the fish are biting.
Yep.
Yep. And with
Good way to
that,
cap it off.
that's a send off from Mille Lake.
Heck yeah.
See ya.
See you later.
Howdy folks, today's pro tip is on boat organization. So as a tournament angler, I've realized that it's super important to be organized, whether it's tackle or rod storage, just where you put things, and the cleanliness of the boat throughout the day can contribute to a lot more success. So I like to fish out of the back of the boat. I do all my fishing out of the back of the boat. I'll stand over on the driver's side. My partner will be over here. Being in the back of the boat allows us to make really abrupt turns and then keep our lines in really fishable areas. So the boat isn't over the top of your line like what would happen if you were in the front of the boat. With the modern day trolling motors and being able to run that off a remote, it allows us to do all of our fishing back here. So because we're fishing out of the back of the boat, it's really important that this area stays totally clean. Now that's sometimes a challenge for tackle. A lot of times guys like to have their tackle boxes back here because it can ride without bouncing around or falling out. So really the front part of the deck really becomes totally unused space. So I've devised a way to actually store my tackle up front in a way that it's not going to fly out of the boat and it's still very usable. Come check this out. So here's the system I've developed to store my tackle on this front deck and actually utilize the space up here where I'm not fishing. Again, this has been in the past just a big wasted area, and you find yourself putting your tackle back where you want to be fishing and it's always in your way, you're tripping on it. So what I've done is I've actually bought these bungee straps. Okay, I actually bought these on Amazon. It's just a bungee strap. I used a zip tie here to fasten it to the rail, and then there's just a small clip there. Now what I use is these Sims bags, really nice bags. There's a number of different things that you can use, really whatever your favorite type of a tackle bag is. Fairly waterproof, allows me to just drop the trays in. I like to label those so I can look down from the top. The top is clear, so I can actually look in and I can see that this one's going to be my bandits, big huskies. Got this one labeled tail dancers. So it's really clean, really organized, really easy to get in and out of. Okay. And then with these straps, I'll just set this in place here. It's out of the way of my rod holder so I can lift up the rod storage and not have that interfere. And then I simply just go through the handle like this and then attach that to that strap. Do that again on both sides, just a little U-clip. Now this thing's totally in there. I can be in really big waves, bouncing around, and these are gonna stay put. I actually travel with these at times if I'm not going real far. I'm actually going down the highway like this too. So just a nice tip for staying more organized, and more organized means more success in the water.
Now I'm gonna start laughing the whole time, and I'm not gonna be able to stop.
With modern day trolling motors, that bug is right in my face. Yeah,
It was over here too.
I know. All right, we'll start again.
It's been nice to have that Bimini top on our drive back.
What are you talking about? Oh, that shower.
I basically
one up
was
there.
wearing one all the way across.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was completely dry. I don't know. I wasn't that wet. My face was a little wet.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
throw
you
on
had
the
glass in front of you.
So?
What? Well, you basically took both talking points.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
sorry. I was just running with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, kind of.
Homemade anyway.
Mine would be a lot more brown than purple.